even as an executive assistant, if you're stepping from being an executive assistant to working for clients instead of bosses as a fractional executive assistant, the step is very small, but you cross that line of business ownership. And that line of business ownership means there's no safety net. You're out on your own. And on the one hand, that's a benefit for clients in a big way. But on the other hand, it's a stressor for us, the service provider. And that's coming at it from the perspective of only the paranoid survive in this being an entrepreneur, business owner, business world. And over the last 7 years of running ProAssisting, what has struck me the most is the level of stress that can be felt even when everything is running perfectly and there are no storm clouds on the horizon. And, you've got your clients, you've got people wanting to speak with you and get on your calendar, and you're not crazed during the business day and managing the work and the flow and the feathering of the work beautifully, but yet you can still put your head on the pillow at night and not fall asleep because you're stressed. And so it's the idea of catastrophizing. What, you know, I'm never going to make it. This isn't going to work. And I'm fortunate enough that Stephanie is able to be my sounding board when I have those feelings. And fortunately, after doing this over 7 years, you get a track record where she says more calls will come, more prospects will come, more clients will sign. Yes, more clients will leave. And we hope they're leaving on great terms. And fortunately, knock on wood, they do in 90+% of the situations that we deal with. But this too shall pass. If you are feeling that paranoia, it's about being able to take that paranoia and that only the paranoid survive and flip it and being able to say, you know what? I know I want a prospect call on my calendar in 45 minutes, but it's not there. So I'm going to take the dog for a walk. I'm going to go for a swim in the pool. I'm going to go and block my calendar for the rest of the day and play 9 holes. And being able to be fully present in those moments and take the devil of paranoia and stress that's on your shoulder and just flick them off, knowing that you're doing everything you can. People are going to respond to you and come back to you and come around. And that's just how it works. And I wish someone kind of shook me a little at the end of year 1 or in year 2 of this journey and just said, relax, it's going to be fine. You're doing all the right things and you're professional. You know your work ethic. You know someone is going to be absolutely tickled pink to be partnered with you, and it will happen. A couple of ways to beat that back, the paranoia when it does, do write blog posts or LinkedIn messages or do something active and outgoing or follow up with people that you are waiting to hear from you, or you know reach out to your known leads, people that you can actually speak to, and revisit and tell them what you're up to again if it's been 6 months. And all of those things, those little micro moments, create momentum that you don't even see. And so, even though the step from being a W-2 executive assistant to being a fractional executive assistant working for clients instead of bosses is really small, it's not the difference of being an executive assistant and then opening a bakery. Crossing that line into business ownership has its own ephemeral stress or paranoia. So be cognizant of it.